If it wasn't for police dash cams, it would be very hard to believe some of the stories we'll witness today. No doubt, police encounter some craziness out there, and I hope you're ready for the madness. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the Scare Zone. Before dawn on July 27, 2018, alarmed citizens bombarded the Wyoming Police Dispatch with phone calls about a vehicle barreling down the highway in the wrong direction. Responding swiftly to the impending danger, officers Rob Meredith and Chris DeBoer arrived at the scene prepared to intervene. To halt the oncoming driver, these quick-thinking officers resorted to positioning their patrol car as an impromptu barrier, a tense moment captured by their vehicle's dash camera.
Take as many lanes as you can. Watch yourself, watch yourself. We are going to set up like this. He's coming right at us right now. Alright, we got him coming at us, dispatch.
The glare of the approaching car's headlights, seen on the footage, was ominously steady, indicating no attempt to decelerate or avoid an imminent clash.
Watch yourself. You alright? Yep.
In a split-second decision that likely averted disaster, Officer Chris DeBoer's decisive maneuver to angle the cruiser against the approaching threats spared both parties from a potentially deadly frontal crash. The driver in question, oblivious to the chaos, eventually came to a stop farther down the road. Suffering from injuries, a 60-year-old man was escorted to a medical facility. Miraculously, officers Meredith and DeBoer emerged from the harrowing encounter with only superficial injuries, a testament to their bravery and presence of mind in the face of peril. On the evening of December 19, 2017, a concerning report was lodged with the Tucson Police Department in Arizona. The report detailed an incident involving a suspected impersonator of an undercover officer. According to the initial call, a group of individuals who were parked roadside were approached by an individual claiming to be an undercover officer. This person proceeded to search them and reportedly even handcuffed one member of the group. The Tucson police rapidly confirmed that the individual in question was not an associate of any law enforcement agency. Responding officers swiftly arrived at the location of the incident. Upon arrival, they learned that the alleged imposter had fled the scene abruptly after the group dialed for police assistance, leaving behind one person still restrained in handcuffs.
How's it going? You guys live here? You guys live here? What are you guys doing? Chilling?
In the days that followed, diligent detective work led to the identification and subsequent apprehension of the suspect. Law enforcement officers, armed with a search warrant, were able to seize several articles related to the deceit. The items recovered included a white sedan equipped with integrated flashing red and blue lights, a radio communicator piece, a baton, and a dashboard camera. Analysis of the footage from the dashboard camera revealed that it had recorded the incident. Furthermore, the evidence indicated that the suspect had engaged in similar confrontational behavior on multiple previous occasions. While the motivations behind these acts remain nebulous, the extreme lengths gone to, culminating in the handcuffing of individuals, suggests ominous intentions. The individual faced charges of impersonating a law enforcement officer and kidnapping, highlighting the severity of the transgressions. The arresting incident stands as a reminder of the potential dangers posed by those who illegitimately masquerade as figures of authority. On a pivotal day in August 2012, a routine patrol took a dramatic turn, recorded by the dashboard camera of a Louisville Metro Police Department cruiser. An officer on duty flagged down a Honda Accord for bearing expired tags. Inside, 3 individuals appeared unusually tense and uneasy under questioning, raising immediate suspicion. Moments later, a commotion erupted from the vehicle's trunk, kicks and muffled shouts demanding attention. The officer, sensing the severity of the situation, swiftly called for reinforcements and detained the trio under suspicion. With a backup team in place, officers approached the trunk with caution. To their shock, they uncovered the car's rightful owner, an alarming find. He was bound, with a towel obscuring his vision and his wrists secured, alarming evidence of his recent ordeal. It was revealed that the victim had been concluding his shift at a local Circle K convenience store, merely 7 miles away when tragedy struck. His night took a terrifying turn when he was ambushed on his way to his vehicle. His attackers not only commandeered his car, they coldly confined him in the trunk and fled the scene. Thanks to the diligence of law enforcement, the culprits were apprehended following the incident. They were identified as 27-year-olds Trent Bly and Joseph Davis, along with 28-year-old Brittany Elder. Their ultimate intentions for the victim remain a chilling mystery. Fortuitously, the expired registration plates acted as an inadvertent beacon for intervention, which may have otherwise not taken place, leaving the victim to an unknown fate at the hands of his abductors. Remarkably, aside from suffering mild injuries and dehydration, the victim emerged from this harrowing experience significantly unscathed. In a dramatic episode captured on the dash camera of a patrol car owned by the California Highway Patrol, a pair of officers experienced a near-disastrous incident. They were on their way to attend to a structure ablaze when an encompassing mudslide unexpectedly materialized on their path. The situation escalated rapidly. The mudslide was spotted only when evasion was no longer possible. With no time for the driver to take evasive action, the police vehicle was instantly swept up by the forceful mass of mud. The cruiser was hurled about, its tires lifted from the pavement, twirling in the torrent of the mudslide's relentless push. In an astonishing turn of luck, the officers managed to regain control, navigating the vehicle out of the mudslide's wrath. Although they emerged safe, there was little left to do but caution onlookers and bear witness to the unsettling scene as the mudslide continued its destructive course, plowing down the roadway into the heart of the city.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Go! Go! It's gonna come right through us. What are we supposed to do? I have no idea. Ventura 29201, there is a very active mudslide coming down Olive Mill towards the 101 right now. It overtook our vehicle as we were heading north on Olive Mill. We were able to barely escape and we're down by the freeway now. But it's there's a lot of debris and a lot of flow coming down. It should be on the near the freeway very shortly. Mike, get in the car! Mike, get in the car! Get in the car, Mike! Get in the car! Get in the f***ing car! Back up. Get the PA on.
Born in Oklahoma in 1958, Richard Lee McNair's notoriety stemmed not from his original convictions of murder and attempted murder at the age of 28, but rather his series of escapes from incarceration. Assigned 2 life sentences for his role in a botched burglary, McNair's escapades from justice are more unforgettable than his crimes. McNair's first dash to freedom was ephemeral, only managing to evade capture for a brief period. Nonetheless, his tenacity was undeterred as he later vanished for 9 months, living the life of a fugitive. On April 5, 2006, McNair orchestrated what would become his most famous breakout. Successfully slipping the confines of prison, he soon found himself running along a roadside under the scrutiny of a suspicious police officer.
Devil. You live around here, buddy?
No.
Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
All right. What is? We got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
The ensuing interaction between McNair and the officer was documented by the police car's dash camera. It captured an intense exchange where McNair, cornered by circumstance, wove an intricate web of deceit.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
All right. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn? Little over.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses, and he dropped me off.
Who do y'all work for?
It's his,
I know, what's the name of the company?
Fields Roofing.
Okay.
Fields Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my, scratching up on, the roofing.
That's why your knees are all cut up?
Displaying an uncanny knack for improvisation, he convinced the officer of his innocence as a mere jogger caught at the wrong place and time. Although his fabrication of personal details was flawless at first, McNair stumbled, providing dissimilar names when queried by the officer during their dialogue.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh.
And what's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
Yet, this discrepancy was overlooked, and the officer, unsuspicious, released him back into the world.
When I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No. I'm not no prison escapee. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but...
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job, man.
I know you are.
But, yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
All right.
That's our quick line there.
Have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
This error proved pivotal, as it afforded McNair another year and a half of illicit freedom before law enforcement, through undivulged means, apprehended him once more. Following his recapture, he was consigned to the ADX Florence Supermax facility in Colorado, a fortification renowned for its impenetrability. Richard Lee McNair's legacy of escapes concludes here, with no further records of evasion attempts to date. His story remains a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, albeit in a narrative that stands on the wrong side of the law. Before we get into number 1, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like this one. The recently released Dashcam video captures the dramatic moments following an emergency call about a vehicle fire. Late in the evening on February 11, 2017, in Glen Heights, Texas, authorities were alerted to a pickup truck ablaze in the drive-through lane of a local Jack in the Box, perilously close to the eatery structure. Officer Chris Womack responded to the dispatch first. Upon arrival, he assessed the critical situation, noting the potential for the truck to detonate imminently. With decisive action, Officer Womack courageously maneuvered his patrol car to nudge the flaming vehicle a safe distance from the fast food outlet, effectively averting structural harm and bodily injuries. Remarkably, no casualties were reported thanks to the quick-thinking officer's intervention. The next time you see a police officer when you're out on the road, take a moment to think about what they may have already encountered that day. With that said, you'll definitely encounter me if you don't watch more of our videos.